Okay, so the kind of an obstacle in role-playing games when it comes to putting different types of characters together with a level up system like Pathfinder 2 here, or D&D itself. The thing is, if you want a group of players to come together and play a game, the level up system kind of forces you into a particular situation. So if we want to have characters in this game, let's say for example a level 1 farmhand fighter. Farmhand fighter as one of the characters. A level 6 rogue. Rogue smuggler. And a level 18 wizard, recluse, all in the same game in a level up system, and you're trying to perform with these three characters. You do realize that there's going to be a situation where that level 1 character is not going to be able to compete on the same level as these other characters because of the lack of hit points and their inability to hit certain things that the level 6 or the level 18 will be able to. So you have that disparity occurring over here. So this is a level up system. Like I say, D&D, anything where you start from basically a level, first level or 0 level, and then as you increase in levels, you become better and better at hitting stuff. Okay, so that's a situation on hand where you're going to have issues. So if we get into something like Traveler here, Traveler doesn't work on that level-based system. In fact, you pre-create your characters based on how you want to build them. So, for example, we will have the fresh-faced 18-year-old farmhand adventurer. We'll separate this out. Then we'll have the 34-year-old rogue smuggler. Maybe a few of you are getting where I'm going at here. And we will have the how old would he be? He'd probably be in his we'll say the 58-year-old wizard recluse. 58-year-old wizard recluse. This wizard recluse, of course, has many years of fighting behind him. Uh, this rogue smuggler has a lot of experience, dealing with the streetwise kind of thing. And this dude just basically came off the farmhand. So if you're looking at this in the perspective which some of you may have already kind of clued in on, we have Luke here, we have Han here, and we have Obi-Wan here all together. And these guys, in a traveler aspect of not having that level disparity happening here, but we're just looking at their skills. In reality, and it's the same with reality here, if you're looking at what we have here in the D&D style characters, a wound from a sword. This sword does 1d8 damage typically. So this would be pretty detrimental to this level 1 character. And same thing here, the 6th level rogue, that's just a small dent in his hit point value. The level 18 wizard, well, even though he's a little bit frail, still 1d8 is really nothing to this level 18 wizard. So when it comes down to it, when fighting, it's more detrimental to a lower level character than the higher level character in broad strokes. However, in the traveler system, you have that whatever, a 2d8 blade doing damage. I mean 2d6 blade, sorry, doing damage. It's gonna hurt Luke, it's gonna hurt Han, it's gonna hurt Obi-Wan. Either way, this is gonna cause damage, and it's gonna hurt equally, no matter how. A shotgun to the face is gonna hurt equally amongst all three disparate level. All three different characters. There's not so much a disparity between these guys than it is these characters. So that's where something like Traveler or Cepheus really shines, is you can have these adventurers, even though they have vast amounts of experience and difference, play all together all on the same level. And which is a nice thing to have. There's nothing super overpowering. It's your skills that make you the better character. And in some cases, there's like Luke here will have some really great piloting skills. Han will have piloting skills, but this would be in conjunction with a space freighter, where Luke is more of a fighter pilot. And Obi-Wan here, well, he does have some more. He does have some skills in that, but he has been more concentrated on the mystic arts. So most of his points have been put there. He's probably pretty comparable to Luke here, in when it comes to piloting at this time. So there you go. So the thing is, this is where I find that Traveler does a better job at showing reality, in a sense, because everything's gonna hurt these characters equally, whereas here, that sword once again is gonna hurt that level 1 more than it is the level 6 or the level 18, even if you rolled the same number for each one. it's that's kind of uh, you know, you've got that. So you have to kind of figure this is more like luck in this kind of situation. So this is chopping away at their luck throughout the game, and this is actually taking chunks out of the characters themselves, causing physical damage. So that is the main difference between the characters in from a traveler situation to, once again, a level up situation here. Now, these characters are not empty characters. When you roll them up on in the traveler system, they will have quite a bit of depth to them. You will have a record of what exactly Han has done in his past number of years. All those terms that he served had different life challenges and stuff. So you have these all written down on kind of like a timeline of exactly what this character had encountered. You can get into really awesome detail with that with your game master or referee in the case of Traveler. Same with Obi-Wan. He has a vast, of course, you know him as the character in Star Wars, and he has a vast array of different skill sets and adventures that he's gone through before he reached this part of the story where he's met Luke and Han. So there is a lot of depth, and this is also portrayed once again in the Traveler system. All those terms of service that has occurred before this character became an actual player character. That's all listed once again as a huge timeline, and you can go into like really great detail with your referee on that. So that is a huge difference between the two different types of games here. So take with that what you will. It gives you a little bit more insight if you're not familiar with the way Traveler works, or the Cepheus engine in general. The Cepheus also glides into a fantasy realm too. So you have a fantasy version of Cepheus, which will work kind of the same way, where any sword will cause you great damage, of course, in the Cepheus engine. It's just you have more skills. If you're older, you may have a better chance of hitting something. But in the roundabout way, the way that the dice are rolled and the way the bell curve works, it is better than this character, the younger character with less experience in that aspect. And it's not so spread out that there is no way that this character will not be able to take on the same enemies as this character will. Although he has a better chance against Darth Vader than Luke does, of course, at this time. So keep that in mind. It does work that way, but also it's not as vast as a level up. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you kind of get your brain around that what Traveler is and how it compares to a level up system. So as far as advancement goes, it's time and what you want to commit to a certain skill. So you find somebody who has the skill that you are looking for, and they teach you that skill, and you learn that skill. And that's going to take some time, but over time, you will be able to learn certain skills here from Obi-Wan, which Luke will take on his journey further, even long after Obi-Wan is gone. So there you go. that's advancement in there. In this one, once again, it's level, so it's like they're magically getting, you know, different perks as they're leveling up, and yeah, it's more unrealistic, but you know, it's a fantasy game, so and this tends to be more of a more reality based, although it is also, you know, it's fiction as well, but you can relate to how these characters are leveling up, where more this is kind of a broad, obscure how this is all happening. This one is more, you know, more tangible to what your reality is. There you go. Thanks for checking this out. Bye.